What's up, geeks and gamers? It's Mary B bringing you the mayhem, and it looks like we're going to have another hiccup due to the beer bug. So, if you are living in Europe, expect to see a little bit of throttling of some of the services that you are already receiving or are looking to receive here soon. So, we got an article that comes to us today from Deadline.com. Disney Plus to reduce bandwidth by 25%, delays France launch until April 7th. So in a time when everyone is already struggling to deal with this sort of self-isolation that we've all been having to go through, we're going to find ourselves in a situation where that isolation may be made just a little bit worse by these kinds of precautions that are being taken by over in Europe. So the Walt Disney Company, or Disney Plus, is cutting back on its bandwidth utilization by 25% in the markets where it's debuting on March 24th. The company also announced that it's delaying its launch in France until April 7th. So you guys have still got a little bit of a haul here to go until you can finally get a hold of that Disney Plus. Although I will say a lot of the content on there isn't particularly mind-blowing. You've got a couple things, but it's not overwhelming for me personally. So the company, like I said, also announced the delay in the launch in France until April 7th. So Kevin Meyer, the chairman of Direct to Consumer and International at Walt Disney Company, said in a statement that it was responding to a European Union government request. So this is not their call. This is a call that's being made by the European Union government. So the Disney decision follows a similar effort announced by Netflix that the company said Thursday it will limit the streaming quality of its content for the next 30 days for users in Europe to relax the strain on communications networks caused by the beer bug lockdown. So in line with Disney's long-standing commitment to act responsibly, okay, sure, whatever, we are responding to the request of the European Commissioner for the Internal Market Theory, Breton, to work together to ensure smooth functioning of the broadband infrastructure, said Mayer's statement. In anticipation of high consumer demand for Disney Plus, we are proactively instituting measures to lower our overall bandwidth utilization by at least 25% in all the markets launching Disney Plus on March 24th. In the coming days, we will be monitoring internet congestion and working closely with the internet service providers to further reduce bit rates as necessary to ensure they are not overwhelmed by consumer demand. We look forward to the launch of Disney Plus and hope that it will provide a much needed respite for families in these challenging and trying times. And I think that it is a respite for, especially for families with small children, to have access to that sort of larger Disney catalog there. You are going to have some respite for at least the families with children, even if not necessarily for adults like myself. Because this is something that we kind of need to be able to do right now. Some way to get away from the fact that we are stuck. We are completely and utterly immobile in our homes at this time, and it's really frustrating for everybody. And kids are going a little stir crazy, just a little bit stir crazy over there. So in a call placed Wednesday, he urged Netflix CEO Reed Hastings to serve only standard definition content to users in times of peak demand. With vast numbers of people now working from home and using video chat and digital messages to stay in touch with friends and family, and users increase their time spent on streaming platforms, Brett said streamers had a role to play in ensuring telecom operators weren't overwhelmed. So streaming platforms, telecom operators, and users, we all have a joint responsibility to take steps to ensure smooth functioning of the internet during the battle against this beer bug propagation, Breton said in a statement released after his call. So what this is going to mean for those of you who are hanging out over in Europe is that you're not going to be able to stream things in high definition. It's going to have to be standard definition during peak hours. And so that's a bit of a downer. And it certainly doesn't make the situation any better. My hope, what I'm hoping to see, is that if Disney Plus is going to launch it in this capacity, that they will hopefully reduce the price, because I'm sorry, but we pay for something in order to be able to get it in its full glory, and that's an expectation that comes with a platform at this point in time. So if you're going to make that the sort of standard across the board for everyone in Europe right now, I hope that you'll address the price difference or try to maybe decrease that just a little bit for people, because it is a bit of a blow, and not everybody's going to have the cash to throw around right now, considering a lot of people are out of work, to pay for a streaming service that's not not going to give you everything that the streaming service promises. So hopefully Disney will do the right thing there. This is just a rough situation for everybody to be in. Not Disney's fault on this one in particular. This is the Europe is calling for this, so they're trying to be compliant as we all kind of struggle through this rough time. So, but as it is, guys, make sure you take care of each other, hug the ones that you love closely, and remember to just be grateful for everything that we do have, because this could be a whole lot worse. That's just my personal opinion. So anyway, what do you guys think about Disney and Netflix as well throttling their streaming services over there in Europe? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. Thanks so much for watching, everyone, and I will talk to you later. Love, love.